Good evening, everyone. I am going to make a hard cider. This is the one that I'm using, a hard cider soap. And in here I have my live water. I did half and half. And I kept this in the refrigerator so that it would stay nice and cold and a little slushy, if I can talk. And this is my hard cider. And I put it in the freezer, and so it's nice and slushy. So now I am just going to put that inside the rest of the lye. Oops, let's get the rest of that in there if I can. And I just got through making the first annual collaboration video, and you can't see it because it's a secret until March 1st. I'm trying to look for my rag here. I'm getting a mess going on. So I split my 10-pound mold, my long one. I can't even talk. My long mold, which is right in front. You can't see it. I split that in two. And so I am making the same formula that I did with the beer. There's a beer soap that we had to make. Let's see. Got some salt in there. I just threw it in at the last minute, so once it starts warming up, it will melt. Alright. And I hope that this hard cider is going to behave as well as the beer did. And it looks like, oh my goodness, it's already starting to trace, which I think will be all right because I only have two other colors in there. But I'm going to put in the fragrance, which is Indian Summer from Nature's Garden. I'm going to get that in there, mix it up good. That doesn't look like I'm going to need my stick blender. I have my clays in here, Canlin clay and ground oats. And then I'm going to, this right here is moringa leaf. And I'm only going to have, let's see, 2 colors for the swirls. And then I'm going to split these two off. And I think I better blend that one because it looks like I got a little bit of shea butter that did not melt on me. Oopsie! I'm going to be in trouble, y'all. Alright. Let me get the blender. I still got my old blender. It just still hasn't even... It's on its last leg, but it's still running, so I'm still using it. Okay, let me see if I can get these. Okay, I don't see any more in there. So that's going to be fine. Hopefully this one won't take as long as the beer one did. But you guys can't even take a sneak peek. But you just have to trust me. Oops, I saw them. I saw those shea chunks. saw it. Oh, right there. Yeah. It is hanging on for dear life. Better stay away. All right. Now. Okay, that will have to do. Let's see. I think that's probably about equal. As equal as it's going to get. And I see another one. My goodness, y'all. Let me get these stirred up over here. This is my green. And this is my red. And I'm going to have to stick blend it all. It seems like it's settling down, so I don't know what I'm in such a hurry about. Yep, there's a piece right there. Okay. I am just making one heck of a mess. Okay. I don't see any chunks in there. When you're doing two soaps side by side, sometimes you get one completely done and you forget about the other. Oh, that smells so good. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Nature's Garden Indian Summer, but it has a whole bunch of fruit scents in it. I think one that's very prominent, and that's why I'm using it, is the apple. Okay. Oh, I see you. Oh, can you believe I did that? Nicole, quit laughing. Get that in there. All right, now let me get that cleaned up. And get this red done. Ah, don't you just hate bubbles? Quit it. You start minding. Tater looks at me like I'm talking to her. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. So, let's get this off in there and let's get to pouring because this is all we have left. All right, let me get this over to the sink so we don't have enough up. I think I just got a little bit of raw soap on me. So, okay. And I'm going to stick these over here. And move these out of the way. And get my big old mold. It's almost too big for the table. Okay. So I don't want that on the bottom. Okay, now you can see this part. But you can't see the other part, so I'm going to turn it. There. Whoops, maybe. Can you see that part right in the mold? Get this stuff out of the way. Okay, I think that's good enough. All right. Let's get these two over here. And just want to make sure. It seems like I see. Don't want no chunks. Okay, guess that's all right. And because of the sugars in the hard cider, this is going to be nice and fluffy bubbles. All right. I hope I don't get in your way too much. And I am. So let me switch you. Get the littler one over here. Looks like it's trying to rice on me. Nope. I just had to stir it a little bit more. Okay, let me see if I can get it going there. All right. And this side. Got some good old yummies in there, doesn't it? Sorry guys, I have to do that. Alrighty. Now, I'll put a little bit of the red. The rest is going to go for little, it's supposed to be looking like apples on the tree. So, I think that's going to be enough. Yeah. That will be plenty. So let's get this out of the way. And pour in some more of the base. Boy, I'm still messy, aren't I? Boy, I am just being sloppy. I think the other video was like over 40, I got 48 minutes. So, you know, with the prepping, oh my goodness, I'm a little bit tired. Okay, let me get my fancy dancy swirling thing. Which I guess I'll use this one because I don't know what I did with the other one. And this way. Good enough. And I'm not going to take that down and bang it because I got the other side going, but I think it's pretty well. Sorry guys, hang on. There. Alrighty. Now that part's done. And we'll get the top part done. So. I'm just making a mess, I tell you. It is way past my resting time. I always tell Danny that after 5 o'clock, it is quiet time. So you better find something to play, not with the dog, making her bark and carry on. And go find something that's quiet. So usually it's when we try to get our supper and our baths, and then we try to figure out what we're going to watch on TV, because there's not very much good stuff anymore. And I tell him he's not watching cartoons all the time. So, can you believe that that kid loves to watch, of course, the HGTV and the DIY channel, and he loves watching, and he's the one that does this, mind you, not just Granny. He loves watching the cooking channel, especially when it's with the kids. So we've been giving him cooking lessons, and he made supper Thursday night by himself, just being, well, assisting him. But so I told him, I said, you can tell Mommy when she calls that you made supper. So he loves watching that. And then on Tuesday night, we end up watching Life Below Zero. And our favorite is Sue. He says, the old woman. I said, you better knock that off. She'd put a wallop on your head if she knew that you were talking like that. He just laughed. But he really likes Sue. So that's what we watch on Tuesday. On Thursday, we watch Bringing Up the Bates. He just thinks that's so funny with all the kids. I said, would you like to go have a family that belonged to a family that had 19 kids? And he said, no. I said, would you like to go and be in the Bates family? Yeah. So, he don't know what he's talking about. He is so funny. Oh, bless his heart. I miss him when he's gone. He's getting to be quite a little sober. He's very shy in the camera right now. But he gets so excited like I do about the cutting part. So I think I created a soap monster. Alright, let's see. We got, oops, I guess I better put the rest of this in there. Oh, I must have got that. What was I doing? I was talking about Danny and got carried away here. Miss Abby, once in a great while does she come with her mom when she comes to, she's usually in school, but if Amanda comes early to pick up Danny on Friday. But that's the only time I get to see her. She's just having too much fun. They live out in the boonies. I don't think the neighbors are even really close. And it's up against the Iowa River. So I think she just has too much excitement at home. She's like me. She loves to be outside and exploring things. And usually she'll talk Danny into it when he's home on the weekend. And then when she does come over, she'll tell me all her adventures. But I think Danny's going to be the one that really is into the soap making. I don't know why I think that, but ever since that kid was little, 2 years old, I'd get him a chair that he could stand on, away from me, so that he could see what I was doing, but not even near it, because he was so little. And he would always say, see, Granny, see. So I had to show him everything I was doing. And do you know, he never got over that. If I'm in here making soap, even at his age 9, he stands right over there, and sometimes you can hear him, but he's watching. And then he gets upset with me. You didn't tell me you were getting ready to pour, or whatever. He's still the same way. Oh, bless his heart. And then he cannot wait until it's cut, but he doesn't want to show it on. But he first thing he does is when he wakes up, Granny, are we gonna cut? So I do believe that I am finally gonna get a soap maker that wants to stay with it. I think Brianna misses it, but she's a state away, and she's doing very well. But, so she's not here. So I think Danny's the runner-upper. Wished I had the other grandkids, the girls. I don't think the guys are too interested, except for Danny. He always likes making things and fixing things and putting things together. So he might be the one taking over. You just never know. It's like farmers with their kids. They, you know, want to pass it down the line, generations. And the kids, I want to do something else. I don't want to be no farmer. So, we will see. Whatever. Okay, the design on it, since the cutting is going to be like this, what I was thinking in my head, which that might be a little dangerous, is I got these lines right here. We'll see if we can follow them, but I want to go something like this. I know it just doesn't look right, but even if I just get a little bit of it, these are like the branches, believe it or not, but I want it to go that way. So I can put the little, and I think that will be all right. I think so. Oops. I could do a little bit of that. Maybe a little there. And I could have just made little straight ones, but you know how I am. I just had to mess around. So the next one is going to be this. I don't know if you can see. It's like a writing tool. And that is going to be representing, this is all abstract, representing the apples. So I think I'm going to name this Hard Cider Area. Hard Cider Area. I mean, I put the area. Who knows? I am in one of them goofy moods, you guys. Okay, this might be way too much. But we don't have to put it all on if we don't want to. Love that fruity smell of Indian summer. I just smell prominently the apples. Maybe a little bit of pears. But I think that's about it. And then, right now, but then it's like a fruit bowl. I'll get other whiffs of fruit after it settles down in the edges. It's very, very nice fragrance. Okay, let's see. And these will represent the apples on the leaves. We don't want those little things sticking up. Looking funny, little apples, but it's abstract. I don't want those little knob things on there. Okay, I'm gonna start down here too, so I don't run out. I got a big old violent storm that Glenn, he's coming up from the south, and I don't know if he was in Tennessee. Had to have an alternator put on the truck, and anyways, has to go through St. Louis and all that, trying to work it up this way because he's coming home. But they got a terrible, terrible snowstorm. We're not getting it. We're going to get some snow, but not very much. And folks, I knew this was going to be a mild winter, but very, very wet, no matter what it may be. Our ground is completely without any white stuff. Yes, I cannot believe living in the state of Iowa and we don't have snow in the winter time. But every 7 years, this is what happens. Everything goes on a cycle. When I was trucking, I could tell you what the cycle is and what the winter is going to be, you know, the next winter, and blah, blah, blah. People thought I was crazy, but you look at the Farmer's Almanac and just being able to lived out, and truck drivers do because they're out on the road. You live outside of the walls, you kind of know the seasons. And everything comes in cycles. So this is my interpretation of, oh my goodness, apples. And I don't know what else to say. I think this is the part that takes the longest. but I am going to be good and tired by the time the night comes. Well, it is already night, almost 7. But at least I'll have a video to upload. Even though I made 2 soaps, I can upload one so you guys can see it. Of course, since Glenn isn't hauling livestock, if he does run into the blizzard part, he can find a place to park. But folks, I remember, yep, the only trucks you saw on the road, if they didn't close the road completely down, were bull haulers. You had to keep on going, and even if it was 5 miles an hour. Yep, guess who got the night driving? So I could sing, "Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end." That's what I used to sing. And then if the truck slowed down, of course, Glenn was up out of the bunk, wondering what was going on. "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." And when the sun would come up and they would get busy on the roads, he says, "That's just not fair. I'm sorry you have to end up doing it." And I said, just nothing but a thing. And I'm done, you guys. I'm tired of talking. And this is 32 minutes, plus I haven't even cut. I had this much left over, so I will put it somewhere. Love you guys, and have a sweet, blessed night, and sweet dreams when you get to it. See you in the morning. Good morning. It is time to cut the hard cider. Let's see if I can get it looking good. Oops. Now I got to crooked. I hope that is. I don't know why I keep thinking that it is not in focus. And ta-da-da-da. Maybe I should get you guys up just a little bit more. I don't know. What do I know? There. I think that will help. Okay. Here it is. Are you guys in focus? All right. Let's see. This is the top, the abstract little, not berries, apples. And boy, I'm telling you what, it sure did heat up, didn't it? I got a little bit of glycerin rivers. And I didn't put any TV in it. But as it starts to dry out, they will get very prominent in the swirls. And I think it turned out very, very nice. First time using apple cider. Those are nice. Like I said, as it ages and it dries out, these swirls will get very, very dominant. They will come out and they will look good. They'll come out and play. Alrighty, well, on to the next, which you can't see until March 1st, is the beer soap for the collaboration. There. So, while we are gone, stay out of trouble, I will try to do the same. And I will see you in the next adventure video. Bye-bye. If I can get it off.